Hello, this is Mark. I wanted to make this video. I have not been doing a lot of mental health or weight loss update videos. Quite frankly, because I have kind of fallen off the bandwagon with both of those. Especially the weight loss one. I started my weight loss journey at 360 pounds, somewhere around there. I think it was like exactly 358, if I recall, when I was at my heaviest rate. Pardon me if I'm a little under the weather. I feel like I keep, for whatever reason, there's so many things going around with flu and COVID and everything else, and I appear to have somehow contracted another thing, or it's sinuses or something. But yeah, I had gotten down to 280 pounds. That's when I was doing really, really well. But I've kind of fallen off the bandwagon, stress and things. I started, to be brutally honest, like binge eating again and stuff like that. So I'm back up to like 293.9, very precise. I was up to almost 300 again, and I have lost a little bit. Part of it is just, eating better for the last week or so. But I wanted to go and post this video because I realized, when I do a lot of things and don't have accountability, that's where I can go awry. So I figured, what better way to be accountable than post a TikTok video where I have to, I'm going to put it somewhere up here, I have to put my true weight, whether I do this video once a week or a couple of days or something, but that number is going to be entirely accurate, even if it's plus or minus. My intent is for it to be going back down. But I really shouldn't have made this video while I'm sick, but whatever. It's probably the best time to do this. The other part of it with mental health, I've had some things in my personal life and work stresses and stuff like that. And if you'd seen anything of mine in the previous last year, I completed a treatment center for mental health and a little bit of substance abuse, and really got assistance with that and learned a lot from it. And I was doing pretty well. I mean, a heck of a lot better. I've been doing since right before I went into that. I was not doing well at all. But I was diagnosed with officially there with OCD, panic disorder. It's so funny every time I try and remember all of them. I feel like I always leave one out, but depression and another one that I've totally forgotten, but they're all within the same bundle. I got the the bundled package, right? So they're all tied in and stuff. I think that's why sometimes I have a hard time remembering them, is because they seem like all one big thing. But I am going to start being more accountable for that. I'm not going to be able to put a ticker up here or something with I am doing 3 points better with mental health this week. That's not, I don't know if there's a really good way to quantify that. But I do realize that I think my weight loss and other things are tied to mental health. So maybe that weight loss ticker will be a way to kind of gauge, that I'm sticking with something and not giving in to OCD obsessions and compulsions. And one thing I'm going to do to actually help with the mental health is, I was kind of doing books, and I was kind of doing the Bible, and I was kind of doing all over the place, just trying to figure out what I actually want to do with TikTok. If I was even going to continue on with TikTok, to be brutally honest, I was kind of thinking I was just going to end it altogether dramatically. But I am going to continue to do it, but I think my focus right now, I may do some additional things, is going to be on the mental health. And I can't just sit here and talk about mental health. I don't know, be that interesting. But what I am going to do is start using certain books and certain things that I learned at High Focus and kind of walk through them. Like, may pick up a book and kind of go chapter by chapter and discuss it and what I got out of it with like OCD books or depression or just general self-help books. Like, we may even do like a leadership book or I don't know, like a acne prevention. I always get mixed up. Yeah, I always love doing these in the most unflattering way possible. And you know, when you do these, like, you're like, oh gosh, I can't do TikTok for the next week because I have a big zit on my nose. I figured, what better time to do a TikTok video and talk about. I keep turning the wrong way, so I guess I'm like subconsciously don't want you to see it. But you know, what better time to show that I haven't been doing well, but I'm wanting to start this series to track my improvement than have a huge zit. So yeah. So anyways, I've always heard that if you can laugh at yourself, you are certainly on the road to recovery. And I think it was Viktor Frankl who actually did a review on one of his books. I think he's the one who said that. And, you know, there's a line between, you know, laughing at yourself and like completely debasing yourself. I don't want to go there, but I do want to take an honest approach and, you know, not try and hide, you know, or be something I'm not. I'd rather show improvement than talk about improvement, right? So, yeah, hopefully next time you'll see an improved complexion. Fewer, yeah, whatever this is. So, yeah, but anyways, just want to make this video. I did not plan on talking about my nose so much, but whatever. I do have a rule that I can only do these things in one take because maybe it's OCD, but if I try to do it in more than one take, I will find myself like literally 15 takes later. Like, okay, oh, I almost got it right, you know. Oh, shoot, I left out this thing or something, or, you know, I didn't make fun of my nose enough or something like that. So one take, that's it. And if it's brutal, if it's bad, then oh well, hopefully I'll do better next time. But I think that is part of getting through compulsions. My compulsions with OCD is a lot of, as weird as it sounds, perfectionism and like restarting things with myself. Like I will start a book and I'll get to like the 4th chapter and I'm like, I just don't feel like I'm getting enough out of this, so I'll start it over, which is fine. But when you start it over like, I don't know, 15 times or more, that's not good, right? So that is where a lot of my compulsions come in. So doing these videos in one take is kind of a way of combating those compulsions, right? It being extremely imperfect, right? So yeah, I'm going to leave it at this, but I hope you have a good day, and I will make a concerted effort to post these more regularly with whatever I decide to start going through and talking about. But I will have a ticker somewhere up here that has my weight, and I will start that today. So every time I want to go eat a cheeseburger, I'll think about, oh, I have to do my weight on TikTok. Maybe I'll get a salad. So yeah, hope you have a good day, and thank you very much. All right, bye-bye.